Alright, so a while back I posted a video. I was stranded 800 miles from home. Transmission or torque converter gave out. I wanted to replace both. So I went to a junkyard in Arizona. I got a new AMG transmission. I replaced that. But the torque converter that I had ordered, the flex plate holes did not line up. So I had to put the old torque converter in, and I think that was the problem. So in this video, I'm going to be replacing it with our new rebuilt torque converter. Now this was rebuilt from a Texas company. If it works out, then I will post information in the notes below. If it does not, then I don't want to criticize the company because I really don't know what the problem is at this point. I've replaced everything, so it's really got to be the torque converter. So I'm not going to bore you to death in this video, having you watch me take the transmission out, replace this, put it back in, because I've already done that. Actually, I've done that many times. So I just want to let you know what the problem is. We'll probably take an intermission when it comes back out, and then we'll talk about things after the fact. So why don't we get started by swapping these cars out. Now in the garage you'll see Williams W123, and I've done several posts on this on the Binsforce site. So he lives in Dubai, and we used to have a nice house in a neighborhood about 3 miles away from here. This is actually one of our rental homes. So we've sold that property. I wanted to put up a industrial business park, but with the prices here in Austin, we just did not get around to that. So we're still living in one of our rental homes looking for property. So it's not the garage I'm used to, but I'm going to pull that car out, and then I'll put the Mercedes in, and it's probably going to be about an hour of jacking the car up. So the car is lowered, and it's a chore every time I go to do this. So enjoy the entertainment. Now let's get started. Alright, so in the end, it didn't work out. So put the new torque converter in, went for a ride, probably got about 2 miles, and the trans just started spinning. The only thing that has never been replaced in this whole experience has been the computer. So I don't know if I have a broken harness somewhere or the transmission computer has gone out, but neither one of those should be the case. So let's walk through the plan on what's going to happen next. Alright, so I've had some of this stuff at the shop for a while. This is a 716658 out of a compressor. I think it's a 2002 or 2003. And yes, it does mate up to the 606. I've had questions about that. I've actually made a video and posted that in one of the Facebook groups before. So I am going to use that. I've also had these parts laying around. I have a 765 Sachs pressure plate and a Sachs 240 millimeter 26 spline clutch disc. So I'll be using these, and I'm going to go ahead and order a Valeo Sprinter single mass flywheel kit, and there are some part numbers that are floating around online in the Facebook groups on what single mass kit to get, but I will be getting a different one that actually comes with the throwout bearing as well. It's same actual single mass flywheel, but it comes with a throwout bearing, so it's just a different part number. And then I'll have it machined for that disc and this pressure plate and that transmission. So right now I'm on the hunt for a pedal assembly on the car. And then of course I have to drill a hole for the line from the fluid reservoir. I'll probably have to get a new slave cylinder. I'll have to get a hose made. I'll have to figure out the shifter linkage. I don't know how that's going to fit in the 123, but it shouldn't be that big a deal. And then hopefully my drive shaft is long enough to mate up to this. I really don't want to have another drive shaft made. I've spent, figured it out, in the last month I spent about $2,800 on this whole transmission experience. So I'd like to just kind of get it fixed and move on so I actually have something to drive. But that's it. As always, thanks for watching. So at least a few more videos will be coming out of this whole thing, and it'll be a good learning experience for all of us.